Alright, howdy folks. I got a pretty exciting video today on something I picked up on Friday. Made some notes about it, did some chart studying, went over it, looked up. Yeah, you know. Let's just get into it. So, as I've been trading 2Bs as of late, I'm always picking up new things. That's on a side tangent. If you do the same thing over and over and over and over and over and over again every single day, you will pick up so many things that help you or that you notice aren't as helpful to you. Give me one sec. I need a sec. Alright, my family just walked in. I had to just take a break. Okay, so what I was explaining before, I don't know where I left off, but I think I was on the tangent of trading the same method every day, and I think it's highly beneficial to do so because then you pick up on all kinds of little things here and there when you're trading the same exact way every single day. You just notice all kinds of little things. So, side tangent over, back into it. This day here, we had this 2B reversal trade on MES. So, this was the lowest low. Then we came above, closed above, pulled back, and continued higher. This was before the market opened, so this is pre-market at 9:05. I don't trade until the market open as one of my rules here at 6:30. So what was my realization? What was my little thing? So I had taken this trade here. I grabbed it above this 4-hour level, hoping to trade it up to this level. And the reason I did it above this level specifically is because you can see we pulled back and we were holding this level. Great. But one of my rules is to trade the break above the high of the previous 5-minute candle as my entry, always. And so I took this trade, and it didn't quite hit my take profit. It was just below it. It was only about 6 pips, 6 or 7. I'm at 8. So it didn't reach it, came back, stopped me out, and that was that. And because I stopped out and I didn't want to grab it, there was not enough space here. I could have potentially grabbed it here, but this seemed a bit of an extended candle, even though it did continue up. That just seemed a little too extended for my taste, so I didn't grab it. However, what this led me to was the realization that here, looking at this candle and looking at this previous 5-minute candle, instead of trading the high, the break of the high, the same exact way that I trade these higher time frame levels, which if you know or if you've watched my videos, I like to trade the high, open, close, lows. All of those are important levels to me. So just as a naked, let's see how I should, like this as a naked candle right here, if we were trading on this hour at the 12 o'clock hour, the candles to the left, I'd be trading as this is a level, this is a level, this is a level, this is a level. And the reason I'm explaining that I look at the low, open, close, high is because for that same reason, you can also do that. I had the realization you could also do that on the lower time frames. And what that would have done is, had I traded this candle here, the important thing is we need a pullback. So we pulled back, and then once it broke up above this open candle, or this open here, so let's just mark that out. We'll just, whoops. Excuse me. Oh. Oops. Okay, so now that we have that, let's just change the color really quick. Once you broke above here, the only reason I'm looking to trade this high, by the way, is because of all the other factors that I've looked at first. So, clear space, we have divergence on the higher time frames, very clear divergence rising to the upside. We also have divergence on the on the lower time frame, you can see the price starting to move upwards. It was just ready for reversal. And so, and we had already 2B'd up as well, again on the higher time frames. But regardless of all that, once it broke above this open of this previous 5-minute candle, instead of waiting for the high, you can trade it here. And what that would have allowed us is to trade it up to this wick and trade it essentially as a wick fill, as like a lower time frame wick fill. And that's 12 pips right there. That's more than plenty that I needed. It also broke above and went higher up to 20 pips, which would have hit my second target at around 16 pips. Really, so that would have been a successful green trade had I done that there. And then we get another example of that right over here. At this point, where once we pulled back, because like I said before, I would have wanted to trade above the high of this candle here. So looking at that trade, again, only 6 pips. It was a little too extended. It would have pulled back and stopped me out again. But had I waited for the pullback and traded this wick fill instead, there's my 10 pips. But it went all the way up to 19 pips. But just between from low to low, that's 10 pips. That's more than I need, than my take profit. And again, you could have done the same exact thing here with this candle, excuse me, which is even a better target. So once this pulled back, the important thing is to notice that none of it got reversed against you. These are just pullbacks. Had these pulled back and completed a 2B to the downside, then you obviously have to wait for another 2B to the upside. Also, momentum is still growing upwards. So it's a lot of things that you're still looking for. The only thing that I really want to emphasize is that when you see these large wicks right here, that typically I mean, maybe someone's already doing this, but the way I used to trade, or I was trading, was always on the break of the highs. But since realizing this and looking at other examples, you realistically can trade these wick fills as long as the range is high enough. Because sometimes these candles will look big, but it'll actually only be about 4 pips. But on the days that it's rangy enough, you can actually just trade these lower time frame wick fills and make your money that way. And there's a lot of opportunities now that I'm looking over the charts. So I think without getting too crazy, I'm going to leave it there because I think I got my main point across. It's really just go back, look at your candles, and if you're trading similar to how I'm trading and you were only taking the break above, I think this is really good potential to find some trades that you might have otherwise looked over, which I was definitely looking over. So yeah, I think I'll leave it there. So thanks for watching, guys. Let me know if you have any questions. Always just post them in the comments, send me a tweet, do whatever. I will gladly answer them. But all right, later, guys.